The master threw the rooster tied with a red string onto the boat. Then he carefully pulled the boat to the shore. Next, he quietly pulled out the wooden plug on the boat until the icy lake water started seeping into the boat. Only then did the disciple who had broken the vow wake up. Then the master sent away the girl who had come to the temple to recover. Soon after, the disciple also left the temple with the Buddha statue. However, the master knew what was in his heart. He did not stop him. Many years later, one day, the master happened to see a news report. It was about his 32-year-old disciple who had taken his wife's life and fled. He went back inside and adjusted the robe his disciple wore as a child, making it bigger. Then he quietly waited for the guilty disciple to return. Later, the master rowed the boat to bring him back to the temple. The disciple also brought back the Buddha statue, along with a knife stained with red. Then the disciple covered his face with paper. He hoped to enter the cycle of rebirth with the help of the Buddha to completely cleanse his sins. But from the disciple's painful struggle, it was clear that his heart still hadn't let go. The next day, the master dipped a cat's tail in ink and wrote sutras on the ground. He told the disciple to carve the words with a knife. With each character carved, a little distraction would be removed. At first, it was very difficult. The disciple could not calm his mind at all. Not only was he carving very slowly, but the blade also cut his own hand. That day, two officers who were chasing the disciple came to the master. The master guided them back to the temple. The officers pointed their weapons at the disciple. Panicked, the disciple raised his knife to resist. Luckily, the master spoke sharply to him in time. Only then did he slowly calm down and crouched down. The master pleaded with the two officers to let the disciple finish carving before taking him away. The officers agreed. The disciple kept carving on one side, while the two officers tried to shoot at cans on the other side, but they couldn't hit a single one. The master saw the disciple being disturbed, so he casually tossed a small stone. With the officers' help, the disciple finally finished carving the sutras and painted the characters. He knelt on both knees and bowed deeply to bid farewell to his master. Then he put on the handcuffs and followed the officers onto the boat. But strangely, the boat didn't move at all under the master's gaze. Only when the disciple looked back and the master gave him a final farewell did the boat miraculously begin to move. After the disciple left, the master took off his robe, put everything in order, pulled out the plug from the bottom of the boat, and built a high platform. He sealed off all his senses completely. Sitting on the platform, he drifted toward the middle of the lake. The candles under the boat lit the pile of wood, and the flames swallowed the master. The disciple's sins had destroyed the master's decades of practice. He chose to atone this way. When the master entered the cycle of rebirth, a small snake swam out from under the boat and swam straight into the temple.